I think we're live. What's up, Facebook? I'm excited. I think we're good. Yeah, it says we're live. So I'm excited today. Here's why. I have an amazing announcement because our team is growing here at the Locker Room, and I wanted to take a minute and introduce you to our newest growth partner. Her name is Zen McMillan, and she's going to be joining us today. So let's hear all about Zen. All right. I'm going to cue this up and let's get going. All right. What's up, Zen?
Hey.
Everybody, I would like to introduce you to our newest growth partner, Zen McMillan. Hello, Zen. Welcome to the Locker Room Nation. I'm excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me. How are you doing today?
Doing fantastic. Well, this is something new. We haven't done this yet. At least I haven't yet. So I wanted to take a moment and introduce the world to our newest growth partner and really allow them an opportunity to learn all about you. So let's just get started. Are you ready to have a real conversation?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Let's do it. All right. So first and foremost, I would love for everybody to know more about you, your background, your past, and then we're going to get into why did you decide to partner with the Locker Room? So we'll get there in just a minute. So tell us about your past.
Well, let's see. I originally got into real estate just shy of 10 years now because of my passion for helping others. Throughout these last 10 years, I have had a hand in just about every realm of real estate that there is, through property management, sales agent, luxury real estate, investing. But it wasn't until I started working with teams within real estate that I really started to find myself naturally. And, I was able to work on the operations side of teams and then also get into roles of stepping into forming teams, building and growing those teams.
That is so awesome. And now you've been doing a little bit of coaching. You've been kind of in the health and fitness world for just a little bit, doing some of that, which is awesome. And now back into real estate. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So that true calling just always keeps pulling you back.
It was actually kind of interesting, right? I know, as we actually connected, it was kind of a unique way how we connected, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It very much was. It was kind of something that, the Locker Room just kind of fell into my lap, and it was just something that I stumbled upon in my path. And, reading the mission and ultimately who the Locker Room is was something that I really connected with. So after going through the interview process with you and having those real and raw conversations and talking to Jake, who's the founder, being able to have those conversations of, like you said, being real. And it was this company that brought me to so many companies that I've worked for in my life that haven't really pushed you to just be real and be you and ultimately be your highest self and connect with that. So the Locker Room was kind of a no-brainer in the sense after going through the motions of the interview process and learning about that. But, I ultimately got into real estate to help people. So what better way to do it than riding this blue ocean at the Locker Room?
That's right. I love it. Well, I do want to ask you a question. Like, I know you mentioned a little bit why you wanted to partner with us and stuff, but like, I know we use a term a lot around here. It's impact. So what does impact mean to you?
Well, it's a loaded question because you never really know the impact you have on those around you just on a day-to-day basis. So you never know whether it's that smile that you gave somebody that they really needed, or that, the long talk that they needed, or just really being intentional with your time for those 2 seconds that they just needed you. So, I feel like through your superpower and you really tapping into your superpower is your ability to leave an impact on people. And so impact is just a really loaded thing because you never know who you're impacting on a daily basis through kindness or through a deep talk, long hug, whatever it is. You never know.
Well, I love that you said that. And I'm actually going to bring something up here because a part of our interview process, we check references and all that kind of stuff. And one of the references that I actually brought up, and I want to share this, and I'm going to read it real quick. So this is actually what somebody said about you. So I'm not sure if you've seen this yet or not, but I've grown leaps and bounds in my career working with Zen. Whether she knows it or not, she continues to touch the lives of so many through her coaching. So Lauren, shout out to Lauren if you're watching this right now.
Awesome.
Thank you for that. But yeah, that's what she actually said about you. So that aligns so much with your definition of impact to me, because I think you worked with Lauren, I think it was about 5 years ago or something.
Yes.
And
yes.
she's when we were having a
conversation. In my very first started out, I started it with working with her in a property management company. So yeah, it's been years since I've worked with her.
Yeah. And she said, even 5 years after y'all's initial conversation and that coaching that you had given to her, you were still impacting her life. So that is so awesome to see that. That is so awesome to see that. So, okay. So moving on, I want to make sure we talk about your superpowers. All right. So let's go back to your love of the industry and everything. And what is your superpower in real estate?
Well, I would have to say my superpower for a long time was something that I wasn't in love with. It was something that through, spiritual evolution on my own account, I've grown to embrace it. I've been told by countless others, strangers, close relationships, that my superpower is the ability to bring out your true self. And with that, as far back as I can remember, I've had, strangers telling me their life stories or venting to me, whether now it's a barista at Starbucks, telling me personal things, and they just started like, oh, I needed to get that off my chest. Or, like our interview that you and I had, where you kind of opened up about a personal story to which you got to the point of, I don't know why I just told you all that. But ultimately that story, was a story of connecting you to your higher self. And so, like I said, through spiritual evolution, I've come to a place now of embracing and loving that. And it's helped me once I embraced it with coaching and really, getting people to align with their higher self and what that looks like, and being intentional with their actions to align that and reach that growth that comes with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I know you also mentioned too that as far as your background, you worked with a lot of teams. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I started working at really small teams, and at the end I was working, with Keller Williams at some teams and doing some things there, and ended up working with, remote out of some teams with New York and helping them grow and build on the operation side of things. So yeah, I've had my hand in a lot of things between working as an agent on teams, operations, like I said, in other states, helping build teams. So it's been a great thing once I tapped into that superpower.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. So I want to share this too. So another one of your references actually came up with this, and this is, again, I don't know if you've seen this. This is all unscripted today. So life happens, right? It happens to all of us, and Zen was there to help me through the tough and low points. I really appreciate how she does a great job of keeping her personal opinion out of it, and she listens to me. And I think that spoke to me so much about that magnetic personality, and I think Dana mentioned it. So Dana, thank you for this. But she mentioned that magnetic personality. And I think that's exactly what you have and how you can relate with people and help them move forward through stuff. So that's really good. So, so moving on, I want to bring up to the next point. I want to talk about partnership. We talk a lot about partnership as well. And I want to understand, why is partnership important to you and what does it mean to you?
Well, it's important to me because I look at it like ships are supposed to take you places in life. So through any type of relationship, partnership, anything you have in your life, any type of friendship, they're supposed to be on the basis of working together to grow, to ultimately reach the highest point of your potential within that growth. Partners keep you on track. They push you, they aid you in the times that you need it. So partnership is something that community feel. People need community, people need partnerships in their life. They can't just solo fly, through everything. So partnerships really come into play with that big time. Yeah.
Well, okay. So again, this is totally not scripted. I don't know if I can plan this better, but like another one of your references, like I'm pulling it up like here. Okay. So it's crazy. So Chris said this: Zen has a great mindset. I've had things fall through the cracks and she's helped me get on track and keep me there. So like, I think that's it. Like partnership is exactly that. Like we all have our faults. We all have our moments where we just go, whoa, what just happened? And having somebody like yourself as a partner in their corner to help them get back on track and stay there is so cool. So shout out to Chris for that one there. So that's awesome. Okay. As far as now you're with us, right? You're with the locker room, you're a growth partner with us. If you were to identify who is your ideal client, who's your ideal person that you would come alongside and be a partner with?
I would have to say someone that's looking forward to that growth, and not only the growth, but what comes along with that growth, the actions aligning, being able to put those action in and taking it to ultimately align with your higher self and becoming intentional with your mind, your words, your actions, your time. So really being able to get true to who you are, the growth that you want to have, and what it looks like to get to that growth, and be willing to put in what needs to happen to get to that growth.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. Well, very good. Well, y'all heard it here. You heard it first. Zen McMillan is the new growth partner with the locker room in the Southwest region. So I'm excited. I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that you're on the team. You're already making leaps and bounds, and you've only been with us for a short period of time. So I'm excited that you're here. So thanks for coming on and being live today. Now, I do want to throw this out there too. If you want to experience more about the locker room, you want to take a tour, right? You want to get a behind the scenes sneak peek of what we do and how we do it, and more importantly, why we do it and what partnership means to the locker room. Then I encourage you, go to www.tourtlr.com and mention Zen. I think I spelled that wrong, but mention Zen's name in there. And then, if you're looking for somebody like a partner like Zen who can come alongside, keep you on track, and help you take your business to the next level, as well as your agents, then you've got to reach out and come take a tour with us and get on a call with Zen. All right?
Yes. Let's get real.
Let's get our
jerseys dirty.
Let's get our jerseys dirty. Well, Zen, thank you so much for being on today. Welcome to the locker room.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.